Welcome to the Tech Day Update 2021, OpenPDM. My name is Mirko Theis, and in the next few minutes, I would like to demonstrate what we have done in the line of new things in OpenPDM, and above all, what I do expect next year. But let me begin by what we have done this year, and also let's have a look at where we finished off at the last Tech Day, and what I had announced for you to expect for 2021. I had announced that in future there would be 2 new releases per year, one in the spring and one in late summer. And in 2021, these were releases 9.2 and 9.3. In release 9.2, we mainly focused on new PLM systems, the new releases of the PLM systems being connected and supported, but also our migration platform, OpenPDM Migrate, was to be drawn over to the new PDM 9 architecture. For that, all of our connectors were given OSLC capability with an OSLC provider. We'll have a look at that over the next 2 minutes as well. And we started looking at ALM systems. That means Azure and an Azure connector were presented. And that's how things continued. Also, the 9.3 release had to take a look at the current patches of the PLM systems, and further systems like Polarian were connected to ALM systems, which are now connected seamlessly in OpenPDM. We very much focused on the cloud, and since the release 9.3, we have been supporting infrastructure as code concepts of AWS and Azure, so that OpenPDM can be installed and run scripted in the cloud. I had already announced this, and in the next 2 minutes we want to have a look at these things. I want to present this live as well, and initially we'll have a look at OSLC traceability, and then we'll have a look and see how OpenPDM can be used in the cloud and how hybrid cloud architectures are run. Let's start with OpenPDM traceability. That means linking information. No copying as OpenPDM does it traditionally, but linking information between systems. And for this, straight from the OpenPDM lab, I have brought the Codebeamer connector with me. You might have already seen that it had been announced for next year, 9.4, but we're currently developing it, and I thought I might as well show you results straight from the lab, how traceability works with Teamcenter. What do we need for this? Obviously, we need the Codebeamer connector, and we need our OSLC provider, which makes the OSLC standard available for all our OpenPDM connectors, and that means all these systems can use OSLC to access OpenPDM connected systems. We're going to have a look at this in a brief video to see how that works in Teamcenter and Codebeamer. We're in Teamcenter now. There's a menu item, link requirements, and when I select this point in the menu, then the OSLC provider offers me a search mask integrated in Teamcenter. And then in Codebeamer, from Teamcenter, I can search and retrieve information. It was a fuzzy search, so I get several results. I can now select the right requirement, and this can be linked with item revision. If I close this view and return to my item revision, I can see it has been linked, and when I click on this link, then the link is analyzed and illustrated in the bottom window. That means on the fly, online, I get the information indicated from Codebeamer, which is present there without really copying the data to Teamcenter. So it's a really convenient possibility to get information about things that are not stored in my own PDM system. Now, that's what I wanted to say about OSLC. I hope that was able to give you a brief insight in how OSLC providers work. Next, let's have a look at the cloud, and above all, the hybrid cloud integration. How do I link systems which are operated in the cloud and systems that are installed on premises? I had already said with 9.4 we support infrastructure as a code. That means it is possible that with our scripts OpenPDM can be run in cloud services of Amazon and Azure, deploy and run them. And here we support Terraform, both in Amazon and also in Microsoft Azure, and the proprietary format CDK for specific Amazon Web Services. So it's a very positive and convenient way to deploy OpenPDM fully scripted with all the configurations and then operate it in the cloud services. This infrastructure as code services, now I would like to demonstrate based on a hybrid cloud architecture. In my example, Dassault Public Cloud and SAP on premises in your company. As you probably know, Dassault Public Cloud offers 3D experience as a public cloud version. That means you can rent licenses, spaces, and Dassault will run 3D experience fully within their own Dassault infrastructure. Now, how can these two systems be integrated? How can data get from the cloud to your on-premise system and also vice versa? And for this, we have developed a new connector, a new 3D experience connector, which uses the so-called EIF framework so that data can be retrieved, written, and read from their system. For years now, we've had a tested SAP connector, which of course can read and write all data. Both connectors are orchestrated by OpenPDM process, and the data can migrate from one system to the other. You now have the possibility, though, with OpenPDM Cloud to decide, do you want to install this on-premise, or do you want to use OpenPDM in your own virtual cloud, or should PROSTEP possibly even do all of this for you in the PROSTEP cloud as a service? So you have all these options to use cloud systems, and with OpenPDM, based on the new architecture, you can decide what the best way is for you to get from on-premise to the cloud. That takes me to the next point. What are we planning for the next year, 2022? Of course, we're already developing this to be able to offer the releases next year. In spring, that will be approximately March, we are planning the OpenPDM 9.4 release. In 9.4, the large releases of the respective PLM systems will be available. Windchill 3D Experience and Teamcenter for Windchill 12.01 3D Experience are 2021X, and for Teamcenter 12.4.13.0 release. Officially, the Codebeamer connector will be released. You've already seen the preview of it, and with PTC Arena, we're going to be offering a new cloud-based PLM system and a new cloud connector. And we'll even go a step further to offer integration as a service, but I will show you that on the next slide as well. And last but not least, Java in September published a new long-term release. Of course, we're going to support that as well. That means from 9.4, Java 17 will also be supported. We will continue to support Java 11. There will be no changes there. You will simply have the possibility to run OpenPDM on both Java systems. And a 9.5 release, the respective patches are going to be supported by the PLM systems, and we are also planning further connectors like MS Dynamics and Salesforce. I had already mentioned PTC Arena integration as a service, and I would like to demonstrate that now because it's an entirely new concept of PROSTEPs, and we are going to offer you completely new possibilities here. In future, we plan to operate OpenPDM for you, and the first step is an integration for Arena with the visual management system Jira. So that means that all the processes to integrate Arena and Jira have already been developed. We're only going to configure it according to your needs, and we will then also operate this on AWS, on the PROSTEP instance of AWS. And that way, we're going to offer you a full service of development, configuration, and also operating OpenPDM. And you basically don't have to host any of these systems anymore internally. You only use these systems, Arena in the cloud, Jira in the cloud, OpenPDM in the cloud, and that way you are completely independent and cloud enabled. That is what we are planning with the next releases, above all for ERP systems. So that's why, as already announced, MS Dynamics 365 is on the roadmap as a new OpenPDM connector, and Salesforce just the same. That takes me to the end. Thank you very much indeed. And if you have any questions, please simply contact us. We are very happy to discuss your integration solutions with you and illustrate how that could be solved with OpenPDM. Stay healthy. We'll meet again next year. Thank you very much.